Hey everyone, we're here talking with Dr. Thomas Warner, a psychiatrist that has a local office here in LA. He consults with hospitals and courts, and we'd like to introduce Dr. Warner today with us. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure. This is actually a subject that's been popping up recently in psychiatry, so I've done some digging.
How exactly is the Mandela Effect popping up in your practice? I mean, is it patients who think they've experienced it directly?
No, not so far anyway. Right now we're seeing it as another trigger for patients who tend to have anxiety issues.
How does that trigger their anxiety?
Well, it's the same as anything else. Major elections, say, or perhaps a series of news stories about earthquake predictions. These patients tend to take these things and make the worst of them in their minds. The difference with the Mandela Effect is that some of the patients actually start to believe that it's happening to them, but not directly as you asked, more like they've experienced the things they read about.
Like what?
For example, they might read an article or see a video about the Jiffy peanut butter brand.
Which never existed.
Right, it was always Jif, but these patients will swear up and down that it was Jiffy when they were a kid.
I mean, lots of people say that. Is that really a clinical issue?
On its own, no. On its own, it's just a collective false memory, but with some of these patients, it becomes a fixation. Paranoia develops, and they start to see everything around them as suspect.
Okay, you mentioned collective false memories. Assuming the Mandela Effect isn't real, then what's behind the collective false memories?
Well, let's be clear. The Mandela Effect is real. If you look at the definition, the Mandela Effect is a phrase that was coined to describe the phenomenon of collective false memories. Those things do occur, so by definition, the Mandela Effect is real. But to answer your question, false memories are easy to create.
Like the Tiananmen Square thing. If I say to you, what year was that guy killed in Tiananmen Square? That plants the seed of a false memory in your mind, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's even though we all know that he's not dead at all. He's alive and well today.
So it's not crazy to accept the fact that these things do occur, these false memories happen. Is it crazy to believe that they're caused by shifting timelines or by some of us traveling between alternate realities?
Well, we don't like to use the word crazy in psychiatry, but I see your point. But look at it this way. If you tell me that your neighbor believes that he's a time traveler, I might say that's interesting. But would I say he needs to be institutionalized? No, I don't know him. I never examined him. I only know one thing about him, and that one thing is hearsay. Now, if I examine him and I see that he very clearly does have this belief, then I would say we need to maybe look deeper to see if there's another issue to be addressed.
What kind of issues?
Well, it could be anything. A chemical imbalance, perhaps. One of the things we do is look for an underlying physical pathology, which might be at the root of whatever is manifesting mentally or emotionally.
So if I'm willing to consider that we might be experiencing shifts from our timeline, or that we're jumping between alternate realities,
or that there's a secret cabal who's manipulating the timeline to further their nefarious goal of world domination? It depends. If you say you absolutely believe it, and you're becoming a danger to yourself and others in your pursuit of the truth as you see it, then maybe we need to take steps. But if you tell me that you're willing to entertain the idea, that you have an open mind, then I think you're going to be fine. An open mind is usually healthier than a closed one.
Well, there you go, folks. Danny's not nuts.
we'll see. So we're going to be continuing to consult with Dr. Warner in the upcoming episodes that we have planned. Until next time, we will keep you informed on what we're finding.
Yeah, and speaking of those upcoming episodes, if you or someone you know believes that you or they or whoever has directly experienced the Mandela Effect, let us know. We'd like to talk to you. Drop us a comment below or shoot us an email at chasingmandela@gmail.com.
Yep. Let's keep the conversation going. Hit that subscribe button.